with that, now that we got a little NFL out the way, look, let's talk MLB. We got to get into this AL Central preview. Look, we're gonna start it off, okay? And this is quite funny that you put this like this. Remember thrift stores? That's the Twins. Ooh, excuse me. The Twins are pretty bad, bro. The
Oh my
Twins are
god.
bad.
Like you ever go into a thrift store and you be like, man, I remember He-Man. I remember Thundercats and they got the shirts and everything like that. You remember Josh Bell?
Yeah,
Guess where he is?
not where the hell he need to be.
I mean, actually, Josh Bell with the Twins is actually pretty standard. But remember James Dodgers fans, you remember James Outman? Guess where he is? Like is this team is made up a bunch of different pieces. Like, hey, you remember this? You remember talking about this? You remember when we used to chat about this? That's what the Twins are now. Like they don't really have much else. Like, hey, remember when we used to talk about Royce Lewis? Yeah, I mean he gets hurt a lot, but it's like that's where he is now. Like I haven't given completely up on him because I mean he you have
Mm-hmm.
the basically you have the marker on. Look, you got the blueprint on him when you got Byron Buxton. You see how
Yeah,
Byron Buxton turned his career around and what it was when he first got there. So I mean, there is time, but it's one of those things of he's either the like Royce Lewis is on that Joe Burrow, which is he might be one of the best third basemen in all of baseball, or he's out for the season. Like it's or out for most of the season.
which is
Like those
crazy work.
that's one of the things with him. Like, but yeah, remember Victor Caratini? Guess where he is? Like, that's what this team is made of. There is nothing really much. They sold a lot of their people. Of course, Duran and so many different like others that basically like were pieces on this team. Like they are going full rebuild. Walker Jenkins, who was one of the top prospects and has been one of the top prospects in baseball for a very long time, is now looking like he's actually going to come full bloom onto this team. They got Matt Wallner. They got, like I said, Outman, Kirkashell, and all the Cody Clemens for the people that love Roger the Rocket,
Mm-hmm.
like his boy, who's basically made a decent living staying in the league. Like it looked like it was gonna be curtains for him a long
Yeah,
time ago, but
it looked
that
bad.
man,
It looked
that,
bad.
ma- that man has been an ultra utility man for a lot of different teams.
You
For a
ain't gonna get rid of
pretty
me that easily.
nah, nigga, that nigga's the clap.
So,
But I'm sorry for Cody Clemens for calling you the clap. But yeah, that's where this team is now. Baseball Prospectus got them winning 78 games.
which is actually
Nah.
8 higher than last year. That's what baseball perspective has them. Now,
Yeah.
before we jump to one of these other teams that is sorry is Sacker, you know what? Um, do you think Minnesota, because Minnesota and Chicago were very close. Minnesota
Mhm.
170, Chicago 160. Who do you think is going to be at the bottom of the totem pole in this division? Because I think it's going to be one of these two.
Ooh.
It has to be one of these two.
Ooh. And you know what? It's interesting. And because we're going to talk about them as this kind of goes on, because right now, the projected bottom of the barrel is going to be the White Sox. It's probably going to be them because I think when it comes to this team, even though I'm actually higher on the White Sox this year than I have been in past years, just because like a lot of their prospects that basically they sold off to get other people for like the Drew Thorpes of the world,
Mm-hmm.
like they're now coming into the league and basically going to be used and shit like that, or like the Braden Montgomerys, uh, like they're now going to actually be used. Like I'm higher on them, but yeah, like this is a team that still isn't ready to really compete. Even though I do like them, I do like what they can be.
Okay. So, speaking of dumpsters, that's the White Sox. We're going to talk about them now.
Yeah,
So, you're thinking that the White Sox are still going to be bottom of the barrel. You think that they're still going to be worse than the Twins
yeah,
with
but I
102 losses?
but the thing about it is, in baseball perspectives, got them winning. I mean, losing 93 games. But
Oh, Jesus.
here's what I would say. I'd be much rather if I had to basically see if you basically put two teams and say, "Hey, watch this one or watch this one." You said, would you like to watch the Twins or would you like to watch the White Sox? I would much rather watch the White Sox. I do think that they basically have like they have a lot of players because they have like that kind of and reason why I said the reason why I'm thinking like they might be a dumpster is because like sometimes in a dumpster there is just trash. There is just basically straight up trash, garbage use, all that. But sometimes it's something that somebody threw away on accident or something that basically is not as bad as what you basically would have thought. So, like, say Miguel Vargas,
Yeah.
the Dodgers threw that motherfucker away a long time ago, and basically he's ended up on the White Sox. He might not be too bad. I think that with this team, like because the thing is, Miguel Vargas was a former top prospect,
But
former top 100
he's
prospect.
also supposed to be playing third, and they picked up Mirakami.
Yes, but Mirakami is also they might move him to first. He's going to be between third and first, and they probably going to be DHing him for a amount of time too. So it's gonna roll around. But no, it's the thing of and the thing with Murakami is that they said that he basically had a lot of swing and miss, so he might have a high strikeout. So we don't know how much he's gonna stay in the lineup or how much it's gonna take him to get acclimated to the MLB game. Granted, his division sucks or mostly sucks, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it is just where like I think that Miguel Vargas might have a chance. Colson Montgomery, who was also another top prospect. Like the thing about like with this team, they have a lot of people that were top prospects at one time or another. And it's just that now it's gonna be like wait to see like what it all shakes out to be. They signed they went and got Sir Anthony Dominguez, who probably is not gonna be on that team come August.
Nope, nope, he
Uh
won't.
but they're gonna basically be able to re-up and get more out of him, get more from him. They went and got Jordan Hicks, another guy that probably ain't gonna be on that team come August. So like they have a lot of tools to, or they have a lot of things which I always go with. Hey, sign a bunch of relievers because they're gonna basically bring you a lot of fortune come, especially if they start being good.
Yes.
Like if either one of them niggas got like a 2.5 ERA, them niggas going for at least 2-3 prospects, at the trade deadline. So it's like you might as well do it. When it got Austin Hayes, who is another guy that basically, they gonna have like this isn't a team that has nothing. Also, they got Ronald Acuna Jr.'s brother.
Yeah.
Like this is a team.
Sanjay.
Yeah, like this is not a team that has nothing, but it has a lot of not much. Yeah, like there's not a lot to basically love. But I would rather, like I said, I would rather watch this team, even though old Comiskey don't new Comiskey don't look that good no more. Like it
Yeah,
looks really
yeah.
that's a really ugly looking
That's
stadium.
yeah. There really is a bad looking stadium.
But I would much rather watch this team.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. Yeah, I think I would rather watch the White Sox than watch the Twins. That's two different things. But now
Yeah.
now that we kind of been through the Twins and been through the White Sox, I'd like to let the people of Cleveland know that Rob thinks that you're gonna be poo.
Cleveland, you're gonna be poo. I'm just saying it's gonna happen, dog.
Rob, where does baseball perspective have Cleveland at this year?
So they got y'all finished. They got y'all finishing right above those one to be watched, but not gonna be great White Sox. They got y'all finishing 75, 86.
So probably not in the playoffs.
No, they got y'all as basically the fourth team in that division. So yeah, y'all ain't making the playoffs. The AL has too many good teams for y'all to basically get that kind of record.
Yeah.
And y'all don't really have much. Like I'm looking at this team, y'all don't have that number one starter. Shane Bieber being like Cy Young candidate guy is a long time. Like y'all don't have anybody like that. Y'all got a bunch of stability starters like the Tanner BBs, like the Gavin Williamses of the world. Like y'all don't Logan Allen. Like y'all don't really have like anybody that's gonna blow y'all away. I mean, granted, you still got one of the best players in all of baseball, Jose Ramirez. Y'all got one of the best prospects in all of baseball, Travis Bazana.
Yeah.
Kyle Mazzardo, like y'all have Stephen Kwan, of course, like a known love for both me and my brother over here. Like y'all have pieces, like I have guys that basically it's like, okay, this is something that could be a part of a winning team. Y'all brought in Austin Hedges, like this it can be a part of a winning team, but y'all don't have a lot to basically put fear, especially within that rotation, especially within that bullpen. Like y'all don't have anything. Correct. And with Emmanuel Clase basically gone, probably going to be banned for life from MLB particular. Y'all don't have a closer. So like y'all really don't have much of anything to even trade, let alone really win with. So yeah, man, y'all gonna suck this year. And it's not, it's what it is. Like it ain't no like tanking situation where you can basically be like, well, we're gonna have some bad times and then a good times gonna come after. Nah, man, y'all gonna suck for a while. And it happens.
Yeah.
Y'all be all right. Y'all tough, right?
So them falling off from 88 to now they're now 76 wins. That is a drop off from them because they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So that's a hard way to watch them just like fall off like that. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, they're losing Class A because he's tied to the gambling and stuff. All that's
Yeah.
which is crazy work.
It's mad unfortunate because like the way that it kind of seemingly went, it was just like, dog, you don't need to do that. Like, why would you do that? And granted, it seemed like what it was like. I think they said it was 40 pitches over 2 years that they basically identified as something that was tied to like some kind of gambling
Yeah.
thing. Like, it's fucking crazy, dog. Like,
But I will say this: they got a hell of a defense going for him, saying that they pinned him as like he was the victim. He's the victim of a scheme. Is what they got.
yeah,
And then this is why I think that it could be hit or miss for him and Ortiz. They're not trying them together. They're trying them separately.
mm,
They're
mhm.
trying them separately. So we don't know what's going on that could work against that. But even if you make it out of this,
It's not the goodest of looks, dog.
yeah, it's first of all, it's not the goodest it looks, and then second of all, you out a year from
Yeah.
baseball. You out a year. Like Claus say is like he's 27. Granted, he's relatively young, but
Give me a Google search.
you're out a year though. You know, you're out a year.
Yeah.
We out a year of baseball. Then let's say you do have a good enough look to where somebody says, yeah, we gonna pick you up. You done been out a year. You gonna have to go somewhere and sit AAA. You're gonna have to go
Mhm.
somewhere and sit AAA for a while to work your way back into shape
Right.
to get back, and then before you can even like get back out there. But it's and then I'm gonna be real. Over 450,000. That's not enough. It's not
Yeah.
enough. It's not enough. It's not
Yeah.
enough. It's just
For what the risk is, because I think from what it sounded like, as far as like what I've heard with certain people how they described it, it just was one of those. Yeah, they'll never catch me with this. It's kind of like it for people that remember the movie Office Space. It's like they basically did the 1 cent like or whatever it was, like little small like cuts of all like things that went into another account, and basically they were like, "Oh yeah, we ain't gonna get caught," because nobody's looking at this much, and we're raking in, this amount, and all that. Even though it's a crime, it's like it's so small that people ain't gonna find it. That's what it is, because it's 200 pitches. Yeah, it's 200 pitches a game, and he's coming in the back end of those. Like ain't nobody gonna really look at this shit.
yeah. This is what he thought.
This is what he thought.
This is what he
They
thought.
they Russell T's.
Yeah, and then they caught your ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, gotcha, bitch. and that's all it took. But yeah, I think you're right though. I think Cleveland is gonna fall off. Like me and you were talking about, J Ram is locked in until he's 40.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they should have been making moves 2 to 3 years ago to try to optimize J Ram to make sure that they can make a deep playoff. And I think that this falls at the feet of like just flat out just ownership and management and team.
Agreed.
That all falls at their feet,
Agreed.
like hands down. No, because no
Yep.
matter what you tell me, that shit is like, hey, you guys fucked this up. You have him. He was your star. Cause bro, he's a switch hitter. He can hit lights out. He can get hot.
He could be 30, 35 and 120 RBIs every year.
Yeah,
Every year.
he's money in the bank. You know, he could be money in the bank. And you're just gonna screw him over. But let's leave Cleveland alone. Let's go over to the Royals, bro. So look, I see
Mm.
that you said that you like the Royals, and everybody else should too. I like the Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. is one of my favorites. Like
Oh my God.
the,
Like,
the guy is amazing. I don't know
yeah.
when or if he's going to get an MVP because of the amount of talent
Yeah.
that's going on. But in my eyes, I'll be like, this is a guy that could have won the MVP if it wasn't for all of these other guys. But what are you feeling about the Royals this year? What does baseball perspective have them this year?
So baseball perspectives has them have them winning 85 games.
Ooh,
Have them winning the division. So
what? With
yes,
85?
yes. 85. Because dog, so they're like in this division, they're the only outside of them and the other team that we about to talk about, they're the only ones that actually are going to finish above 500. So they're not looking, which the thing about it is for baseball fans like us, like we remember how the Central is. Central was always close. Like
Yeah,
you usually don't have, or at least back in the day, it was always close. Like the Central, you didn't really have a runaway team winning it every single year. It was Cleveland would get hot this time, Royals would get hot this time, the Tigers would get hot this time, the White Sox early on would get hot, and Twin like everybody would have their times where they basically would just get hot, and it was just like they had these great teams because they had these great players because they had this whatever. It's like they would just get hot, and that's what it would be. And so it's generally competitive. But no, like I'm with you when it comes to Bobby Witt. The problem that he has is Aaron Judge. I think the only way Bobby Witt is going to win an MVP this year is if people get very apathetic about Aaron Judge winning it every single year. Because Aaron Judge is basically, especially because Shohei Otani ain't there no more.
yeah,
Aaron Judge is basically the MVP every year, and that's really what it is because he damn near hits for the cycle every year. Like he hits 50 home runs, he hits like 130 RBIs, and basically bats like 330.
yeah,
Like the motherfuckers, and he's like 6'7".
yeah,
6'7". Like he's all that shit, dog. Like he honestly like even though I basically call Shohei Otani the GOAT because he is the GOAT, like Aaron Judge is also the other ridiculous, impossible motherfucker in that league because he's big as a fucking offensive tackle,
yeah.
and he basically hits for
6'6".
average power and moves runners. Like the thing about him is, and he plays a decent right field, even though I still think Cal Raleigh should have won the MVP last year. That's neither here nor there, but I'll keep on saying it. But like, I think he is like Aaron Judge is the best player in all of the American League, at least. Like, you could basically make a case for him being better
Yeah,
than Shohei. But the thing about it is, as far as the best player in the American League every year, it's Aaron Judge until that motherfucker don't want to play no more. Like that's what it is. And so Bobby Witt Jr., he basically has to wait for that motherfucker to leave. Or wait for that motherfucker to have an off year, which it don't seem like that's ever really going to happen. Like an off year for Aaron Judge is probably like 30, 35, 30, 38 home runs, 100 RBIs, hitting like 300.
so there is
Uh,
look. I'll say that there's one person that I think this year, only because of what I saw the other day. Well, what I've seen in the first two games of the World Baseball Classic, I think that there's one person that's going to throw his hat into the ring this year in that division. Well, not the Central. Just
yeah. I think I know who you're talking about, but go ahead.
do you think you know who I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking about because I think he did something today.
Would this person happen to be the son of another person?
Oh no, that's not who I was thinking about.
Okay, so the person I'm thinking about is the son of another person.
Okay, so there I to who also did something today. I think I saw his name come up. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, he's on the Dominican Republic team.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah, I do think that right now we could say that Vlad. I think Vlad might throw his hat in the ring
That
this
is
year.
true. That is
I
true.
think Vlad might throw his hat in the ring this year. I
Like
think he's gonna be there.
he's gonna be scorched earth this year, and I think, and I can't. Honestly, that's one of the things about the Jays that with this year I can't wait to watch them because those motherfuckers gonna be they're either gonna be emo or they're gonna be scorched earth,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to see what it's gonna actually look
Because
up. Because
I
like
don't know if you saw it, but it was him, Soto, him, Caminero, and somebody else all homer.
Yeah, Caminero is who I was thinking about. Like
Caminero is another
I
person
can't.
who could have his
That's
hand in it. He could have
he's
his
gonna be a
hand in
reason
that
I watch
too.
Rays. He's the reason I'm gonna watch Rays games. I love watching him. But no, and this is another sidetrack. Y'all go watch the World Baseball Classic. It is a lot of great stuff happening. If y'all looked at yesterday, the only two walk-off home runs in the World Baseball Classic happened yesterday. Balloons. Um, and like literally like I can't remember Beatrice from
Damn.
not Panama. Who was Panama playing? Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Hit a walk off, and then Ozzy Albies for the Netherlands hit a walk off. Like crazy shit, dog. And then like Chinese Taipei had a crazy ending yesterday to stay in. Thumbs up. To stay in the motherfucking World Baseball Classic, dog. Like, or to basically still have a chance because like they were basically facing elimination play in Korea, and essentially they had like a nice little ending to that game. Like this has been an absolutely fantastic World Baseball Classic so far, and we only in pool play right now. We haven't even gotten to like the real thick. Now granted, this has been a lot of asides talk about how great the Royals I think are going to be this year, which the Royals. They added a bunch of pieces. Jonathan India. They went and traded for Isaac Collins from the Brewers, like Jack Caglione, who used to be one of those two-way guys, but now is going to be strictly first base and outfield. Looks like, but so much power. He has that kind of. I know a lot. Y'all know a lot of names, but O'Neal Cruz from the Pirates. He has that kind of power, like that 114 exit velocity power, which is really fast, like for anybody to basically do it. But no, big strong motherfucker. But yeah, like they still got a really nice rotation with Cole Reagans, who is a Cy Young candidate. Generally Noah Cameron, Seth Lugo, like they still got Urquidy, still got Estevez, like in their bullpen. Like this is a team that they picked up Matt Strahm from the Pirates. I'm the Phillies, same state. But yeah, man, with this being like probably Salvi's like next to last or last year or somewhere in that realm, I think they're going to be very motivated to basically do something with this team. And I think that it's also a very beautiful stadium. Yes. Kauffman Stadium is. But like the thing also is like I think they're going to want to basically bring more attention. They're going to bring more firepower, not just within this division, but to reverberate throughout the All American League in particular. Like this is a team that's going to compete, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Now, before we jump into this last one, I just want to say, guys, if you're not watching the World Baseball Classic, the game that I suggested today would be Brazil and Mexico. Duran, Arozareno, Alejandro Kirk, Rowdy, Tellez, Alvarez Jr. is gonna be there. All those playing for Mexico. I think Mexico's probably gonna beat Brazil today. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. But that's like the 7:00 game. I think that's gonna be the game they watch.
Which Brazil had fucking Manny. For guys, if you want to feel old, Manny Ramirez, 20-year-old son, was bad leadoff for Brazil and hit a home run off of what was that? What did he hit a home run off of? Logan Webb. Yeah, like that. And shit. Matter of fact, Jose Contreras' son who's 17, still in high school, who basically made Aaron Judge ground out to a any double play, broke his back. Like motherfuckers pitching 97 on the fucking black, 17 years old, hellified changeup, dog.
Like, he coming to the league.
Oh my god, I can't. My nigga, like I was looking, I'm like, god damn. Like it was one of those things. Like this is Jose Contreras' son. Like I remember watching Jose Contreras when I was a kid, nigga.
Hey, he's coming to the league, baby.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Dude, look, you just tell him be ready. He's on this way.
Be ready, yeah.
Just be ready. He's on this way. But we're gonna jump back into the Tigers. Rob,
yeah.
This is your winner. This is your winner. This is king of this division. This is king of this division. You think it's either them or the Royals, right?
I got the Royals. You got the Royals? With you. Yeah, but one of the things is like I think my question is have they lost? Like have they earned their playoff stripes last year with how great they played? Mm-hmm. Can they keep them? Like I don't know. Like with this when it comes to this team, because I mean, They still got Tariq Skubal, who back to back Cy Young winner. They went and got Flamber Valdez, so they got twin lefties up at the top of their rotation. Casey Mize still got Jack Flaherty. Brought back Justin Verlander, which is crazy because Justin Verlander I think is trying to pitch like I think it's till he's like 45 or some shit.
Verlander is Moses.
Yeah,
He's old as Moses right now in baseball years.
like when we talk about a nigga pitching since we were kids, nigga, I remember being a teenager, like or shit, like a either teenager or a young adult, like watching this nigga basically.
Was a teenager and he was pitching.
Yeah, he's 43, so yeah, like this nigga been pitching for a very, 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 very long time.
Like I said,
Like,
Moses.
yeah,
This is Moses on the mound. That's what that
Methuselah.
is. It's Methuselah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, like this nigga throwing dust. Which the thing is, he didn't really pitch well through the latter, well, through in last season with the Giants. So we're gonna see how this goes. Maybe he gets a fountain of youth. But no, man, Jace Young, Javier Baez, it looks like they might be bringing up Kevin McGongy, who's like one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Spencer Torkelson, Cole Keith. Like this still is a team that has a fair amount of firepower, but I don't really like them comparatively, or I don't really get the oomph in my tuchus in the same way that I get it with the Royals.
Okay,
Which,
fair enough.
you know,
Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair
like
enough.
that. I see this team as a good team, not a great team, even though they had a great playoff run. But it's like I don't have the oomph when it comes to them comparatively
So
to the Royals.
I kind of agree with you, but I'm gonna tell you why I think that they may keep their strikes. This team is relatively still pretty young. You gotta kind of look at them. Riley Green
Yeah,
is 25.
which is
Javier
crazy.
is like 33, but you gotta look at like the other pieces there. Cole Keith
Yeah,
is 24. You gotta look at Torkelson. He's 26. Gleber is
yeah,
like one of your older guys, but he's 29. Jace Young is
yeah,
25. Well, Jace Young is 25. You have guys that are young enough. Like I said, yeah, we do have Methuselah on the mound, goddamn it, at 43. But Framber is 32. He got time. He still got a little bit of time.
yeah. You
School
got
is only 29.
yeah,
Mize
you
is
got
only 28.
Matt Vierling from
The Lou.
there. We go.
Yeah,
I just want to say that.
and then look, Flaherty is 30. We know guys are usually you get a picture of his caliber. He's gonna pitch good at least to about 34, 35 ish. They give him
Yeah,
another 3, 4 years at high end with him, with Myers, with the rest of those guys. I think that they can maintain, Rob. They may not beat the Royals out, but I'll say this: the Royals were only 2 games over 500 last year. Baseball perspective is predicting them to basically win this year. I think it's
yeah.
going to be a tad bit more of a struggle than what we think it's going to be with them and the Tigers to see who's on top whenever it's
That's a
all
fair
said
point.
and done.
That's a fair point.
Because we know who not making it. Like we know who not
Nigga,
making it.
everybody else who we talked about, they are not there. Like, even though I remember saying it before the season, like every one of these teams can win like 70 games or lose 100 games or something like that. Or some shit. I can't remember what I said.
Oh, I know
But
one of them is bound to lose 100
yeah.
games.
But like it's the American League is very competitive. They have a lot of teams that aren't able to compete. It's just that when it comes to like the other three teams in this division, like comparatively to all the teams that are in the fucking West, all the teams that are in the East, these are teams that's gonna get kind of just there's a not safe for work way to basically put it. But all I would say is um they need to stretch and ice up and lube up.
Look, I think whenever it's all said and done, I think that Detroit is gonna possibly play better than what we think. They're definitely the number 2 team
Yeah, yeah,
behind
yeah.
behind the
In this
Royals.
division. Yeah.
Yeah, but they may make a push. They may make a
Yes.
push,
Yes.
and
Either one of those teams could win the AL Central. I ain't saying that the Tigers cannot. I think very much Tigers have a lot to compete. I just don't think that I don't think they're on paper at least better than the Royals.
I can tell you who I think, who I know ain't gonna make it. I know the White Sox not.
Oh
Now,
no.
now hold on. Let me say this. Just because every now and then me and Rob say some shit and some shit, and some shit goes completely opposite. I'm gonna go ahead and preface this.
Go ahead.
If the White Sox happen to come out there and win 80 games, okay, we're gonna call this a mulligan. I'm gonna call this a mulligan and a
AI
flag to the
Nate.
fan, okay? This is
You gonna
AI
say
Nate.
AI
This is gonna be
AI
AI
Nate?
Nate.
See?
With, I highly doubt they just lost 102. Just
Yeah.
lost 102.
And like I said, they got a bunch of pieces that they are adding and have added that basically were seen as like say top prospects.
Yeah,
It's just that yeah, it ain't gonna be this year comparatively to all the teams that have also top prospects, but also have stars that basically have been playing and showing up, showing out. You
yeah.
know, like nah, they're not there yet.
We're
They're
not
not
on
there
what
yet.
20 game swing.
Yeah, no, maybe not, I would say like a year or two from now, White Sox. I would say look out. I would say look out basically to see where they are because I think that they do have a lot of stuff. It's just that that stuff just got here for most part, and you know they traded away Luis Robert, traded away essentially any remnants of whatever talent that they had before. So, but they've gotten new talent, like I said, Colson Montgomery, the Montgomery twins, essentially Colson and Braden. You
Yeah,
know, like they got both of them and Kyle Teal and like they got like I said, they got pieces. It's just it's gonna take some time.